Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Now, it's real time.
Welcome back, everyone. One of the best things about my show, Outdoor GPS, here on KPDX is that we can talk with some of the best there is live. We got the technology, and it's actually working today. We got Jack Glass out on the water with family and his grandson, and his son-in-law. Jack, it's great to see you, sir. You guys are all festive. I love the hats.
It's that time of year, you know.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Any luck this morning, Jack?
Not yet, but the water really low and clear, as you know. Them fish are going to be laying in small little pocket water, so we've got some gear rigged up for that. We just got started about 30 minutes ago. We're going to hit several spots and see what we can find. I'm with my grandson, Trayson, and his daddy, Travis Schneider. So we're together here, fishing together as a family, and this is great stuff for the holiday. I couldn't be any happier.
No, that's what it's all about, sir. And obviously you're a very lucky man. You have options to get out there and maybe take the family along with you. But we do appreciate you spending some time on Christmas Eve with us and sharing some of your info. First question I got for you, you already mentioned it. Low and clear. It's the end of December. We're going into January. It's not entirely unexpected the last couple of years. It's been that way. Is there anything that you might do differently than on any other day or any other situation in these kind of conditions in the early part of the winter steelhead season?
Well, as you were talking, bobber fishing is a real asset in low, clear water. You don't snag up as much. I'm able to use small presentations. I'm using beads. We use beads quite a bit. I'm using a maxi jig. I like those a lot. I use those quite a bit. We're all rigged with bobbers, jigs, and pink worms sometimes when the water's a little higher. But you can't beat the jigs and fishing beads right now. This is a really good way to go. And then I've even brought some 3.5 mag lips. We're going to do a little bit of back trolling in some of these pockets. When the water gets real low, the back trolling can be real effective as well.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that. We've been talking a little bit about back trolling the last couple of weeks, and one of the questions specifically that we got was, is it better for low water or is it better for high water? Would you say that what your statement was just there, that low, clear water conditions might be more conducive to pulling those plugs?
You know, you can catch them in all those conditions. Just fish closer to shore when the water's high. But when the water's low, the water's cooler. The temperature right now is 39.5 water temp. And that's pretty cool, you know, not uncommon for wintertime. But when it gets down to 37, they aren't moving. They're laying in that hole. But when that plug gets right in front of their face, they'll bite it. You know, it just attracts them to get them to bite the thing. So low, clear water plug fishing is very effective. I find it more effective than casting a lot of times when it really gets cold, down to that 37, 38-degree water.
One of the other questions that I've received just in the last couple of weeks about that specifically is what a boat will do to the attitude of a fish, a drift boat or a power boat. Are there ever times where you might plan ahead, maybe get a boat positioned and then maybe start fishing it or maybe drift down to them stealthily? I mean, what do you do in those low, clear water conditions to make sure your sled or your drift boat doesn't, deter any bites?
Sure. That easily could happen, especially with power boats and the water's low. You get boats running over the top of them. You know, if you have 20 in a day, that's too much. It's going to kind of push them down. They don't want to bite anything. But if you just got a boat once in a while, there's an asset to that. It makes them move a little bit. I can't tell you how many people I've seen on the bank catch fish. When we went by, I don't run over the top of the fish. I know to run the edges. But that stirs the fish enough to push him over to a bank guy, and he can pick up fish quite often. I see that happen a lot. So, but yeah, be careful with your boats in low water, with your drift boat. If you're just going down river, stay to the edges. If you got people fishing, don't go right over the middle of the holes. You know, just kind of common sense things, you know, that we would just think about anyway, Owen, you know. But some people don't think about that stuff.
I was going to say, common sense? Are you kidding me? It's 2023, man. All right, let's hope that it comes back around at some point in time. Okay.
You know, we're all out to enjoy the waterways, so don't offend anybody. We all need to get along and enjoy this. We have a lot better experience if everybody's getting along. That's been my attitude all the time. You know that.
Yes, absolutely. And back to what he was originally saying, everyone, there are times where Jack will be drifting by me in spots, and I make sure to put a cast right off the transom of his drift boat. I mean, that's actually a thing. Okay, Jack, now I got to cut to a break. You know how all this stuff works. These segments go by super fast. But before we came up on the air, you had mentioned that you headed over to Fishman's and you picked up some gear for this sort of situation that you're in. So let's cut to a break. When we come back, let's talk about that and what folks might want to focus on if they get them gift cards from Fisherman's.
Yes. Yep, very good.
All right, Jack, stay with us, everyone. We'll be back with Jack Last from Team Hookup Guide Service live from the river this morning, trying it, seeing if he can make something happen for us this morning on Christmas Eve. We'll be right back.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by Terra Firma Foundation Systems. We keep homes safe, dry, and stable. By Yakima Bait, steeped in tradition, innovation, and fishing success. And by Procure Bait Sense, ruthlessly effective.